And when the times of, we can cancel you, by the way, which is the stupidest shit that I've ever fucking witnessed in my 40 years of life. The whole idea of, I can kill you today with the goddamn click of a button. I can end your life. By the way, this is a real feeling that people have.
Yes.
I'm in control of your life. If I want your life to stop and be over, I'll cancel you.
Yeah.
And that means you can't live no more. This is how ridiculous it is. Think about the meaning of cancel culture. So you're saying that my life is over, I can no longer survive or provide for myself? Canceled. I don't know, figure it out. You're canceled. Dave Chappelle said, fuck all that. Do what you gonna do, I'm gonna do me. That is epic. That is groundbreaking. That is GOAT-like behavior.
After calling cancel culture ridiculous, Kevin shows how it shifted from accountability to outright destruction.
You're gonna be fucked up for a minute. It's bad to have that mindset, especially in today's time, as if you don't see it. It's easy. And it's honestly not going to be corrected. It's not going to be corrected.
Nah.
Like, you know, with the world of social media and, you know, the idea of what cancel and cancel culture has become, the thing that it was and what was necessary and needed for the moments where you had to use it, it's now lost.
Right.
So it's now this other thing that's so much, you got to go. People have lost fucking sight of reality. We're destroying people's lives. Like, we're saying...
And nobody's exempt from it. It can happen to any and everybody. Everybody will get a turn.
Do you understand? Like, we're now in a place where people, we are going, fuck you, we are going to take everything from you now and walk away. And that is, when you walk away, do you understand that this person that just went through that thing, we're saying, like, you now can't work ever again?
He compares it to childhood mistakes. When you mess up, you're supposed to learn and grow. Cancel culture skips growth, jumps straight to punishment.
What happened to the world of progression, understanding, apology, solution, growth? When did we skip? I don't understand. Like, when did we skip that? When did we skip? My bad, I fucked up. I remember I cussed at a fucking teacher. It's a true story. Today you cuss at a teacher. Well, what's the consequences for a kid doing some adult shit as a kid? If a kid jumps bad in school, whatever, bitch, okay, every kid goes to that moment where you think you're an adult and you want to try said thing.
Right.
And then you got to get your head knocked off. And after getting your head knocked off, the kid goes, I'm not going to do that no more.
You learn and do better next time.
There is no process of learning and understanding anymore.
Right.
There's only a process of consequence. And because of that, that's why I step back, man. I don't want no smoke, y'all. Y'all got it.
Yeah, because humans are always feel.
Kevin questions the obsession with perfection tests. Instead of nuance or dialogue, one mistake becomes a lifetime label, and that's the broken logic behind canceling.
Check into the perfect box.
Because I think you should deal with nuance, right? If you don't like a joke I said, you don't like something I said, say you don't like it, tell me where I did wrong, but don't label me as a whole thing because of one bad statement or one bad joke.
I'll go further, right? I'm aware of the changes that need to be made, especially with the conversation attached to respect. I think it's dope. I think that it is time that we make sure we respect one another. I think it is time that we make sure that we're treating each other not only fairly, but with understanding and appreciation that your life may be filled with problems and obstacles that I'm not aware of because my life is not the same. Because of that, I need to understand that. I need to fall back. I need to respect that, right? In that same instance, we also all have a choice. You can support or not support. You can watch or not watch.
He points out the obvious. You don't have to watch what you dislike. But cancel culture isn't about choice. It's about forcing your dislike onto everyone else.
The thing that killed me the most is, you know, when you see all of the conversation that was trying to be attached to Dave's special, well, you got an option to go on Netflix. You got an option to search, click, watch. You don't have to.
Right.
You really don't have to. I don't have to watch who I don't like. There's musicians that I'm just not a fan of. So because of that, I don't go to the concert. I don't buy a ticket and go to the show. And if I did buy a ticket and go to the show for the thing that I don't like, I'm buying it to do this.
Correct.
What? I don't understand that. I can't mentally process this when I know I don't like it. I don't like you. So why am I putting myself in a position to frustrate myself further based off what I already know I don't like? Mm-hmm. And that's okay. It's okay to not like or to not fuck with. It's okay.
And to have an opinion. If you
it's
disagree.
Okay.
Kevin admits he's grown through tough conversations, but he flips it, highlighting how cancel mobs ignore the good in people like Dave Chappelle, reducing them to villains.
But there's now a thing of, well, because I don't like it, y'all can and y'all shouldn't either. That's the part where it just gets difficult. And by the way, guys, we're not going to please everybody. It's just not going to happen. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But right. The only thing you can do is try your best to educate, try your best to speak on things in a positive way so that people take the positive side with it and they understand it. I can say I understand a lot more now because of some of the conversations that I had. My mindset's a lot better. I can say that just on behalf of my brother, the thing that's fucked up for me is that, you don't know him. That motherfucker's a good dude. He's a good dude. Like a real good dude. That motherfucker loves hard.
After showing how cancel culture skips growth, Kevin doubles down, mocking the absurdity of ending someone's life over a single mistake.
People are so taken back by the mistake. How could, what? You're fired, motherfucker. You should never work again. Life for you stops at the age 28.
Oh, that's so fucking stupid. Yes, like, if you just zoom out for 1 second, like, oh my God, that's so dumb.
It's so ridiculous. Like, the beauty of talking to an older individual, and I've said this before, if you are lucky enough to have older people around you, take advantage of just sitting there and listening. And what you'll find when you listen, there's not only dope stories, there's a dope, fucking overview of life.
Even Kevin Hart isn't safe. Hollywood, cancel culture, and now even his own fans turn fan art into roast material.
I'll tell you what really destroyed my self-esteem. What destroyed it? Fan art. That's right. Fan art. The pictures that you have drawn of me and have given to me in person. The nerve of some of you. Like, listen, fuck you. And I mean that. I stand on that. Fuck you. Acting like these pictures come from a place of love. It's got to be. It's the most irritating shit in the world. You think, let me show you something. Put one of them pictures up. Look at this shit. Look at this. These are real pictures, by the way. These are real fucking pictures. Look at my goddamn mouth. When did I have a stroke? Does anybody know when I had a stroke? Show another one. Show another bit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Now I'm Frankenstein, huh? I'm fucking Frankenstein? Look at my fucking forehead. God damn.
Kevin calls cancel culture a ridiculous power trip, a virtual executioner that cancels growth and ends people for life.
It's fucking pressure. And when the times of, we can cancel you, by the way, which is the stupidest shit that I've ever fucking witnessed in my 40 years of life. The whole idea of, I can kill you today with the goddamn click of a button, I can end your life. By the way, this is a real feeling that people have.
Yes.
I'm in control of your life. If I want your life to stop and be over, I'll cancel you.
Yeah.
And that means you can't live no more. This is how ridiculous it is. Think about the meaning of cancel culture. So you're saying that my life is over, I can no longer survive or provide for myself? Cancel. I don't know, figure it out. You're canceled.
Kevin points out the absurdity of cancel culture's obsession with perfection, as if stumbling, tripping, or making mistakes isn't part of being human.
I think that right now, I think you got to get to a point where you just become more realistic, right? And what I mean by being realistic is back to what I just said. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's going to be. This whole idea of a cancel culture means that you're living in a time where we're just expecting perfection, as if, people don't slip and fall down the steps, or if everybody walks straight all the time. You stumble,
You trip over things you don't see. Sometimes you turn around and go a direction that you didn't think would lead you on a path that it seemed to do. It's weird.
He compares life's growth to stages: kid, young adult, older adult, reminding us that messing up is how people actually learn. Cancel culture skips that entire process.
At a level that they never asked to be held at. You gotta learn. You gotta learn to act accordingly. You gotta learn to carry yourself, in a professional manner and respectful manner. And that's things that's discovered within life. If babies came out with all the knowledge, then what's the point of going from age 1 through 21? You get to 21 and there's a celebration about you now being an adult because you spent those years being a kid doing the things that a kid's supposed to do. So you can't hold me accountable for my kid and childish behavior at 21.
Kevin closes this thought by rejecting the mob's end button mindset. Life isn't over because Twitter says so. Growth doesn't get canceled.
When I'm now an adult, well, from 21 to 30, I was a young adult. So I didn't know what life was going to be like as an old adult. So I messed up as a young adult. You can't be, we can't be so persistent with the search and find and destroy. Although some things are warranted and I understand, it's just us as people getting smart enough to go, you know what? Whatever has happened, but people deserve an opportunity to move on. Life isn't over because people say it is. Yeah. That's not how life works. And that's kind of what's been happening as of late. It's almost as if people determine when your end button is been pushed. That's not how it fucking works. It's never been the lay of the land or the way of the land. So we need to lose that attitude and that feeling and let people grow. Plain and simple.
And then came the Oscars controversy, one of cancel culture's most public battles with Kevin Hart.
There's a lot of goals that I have on my board. I got a vision board, and on that vision board is so many things that I want to do that I'll check off as they get done. And Oscars was up there. Oscars was one of the highest of highs simply because there hasn't been a lot of African-American comedians that have been able to do it. I would have been the fourth. So to get the moment, celebrate the moment, oh my God, I can't believe it's happened. And then the next morning, after a day full of congratulations and celebrations, I'm hit with an onslaught on social media of my past coming back up again. Literally the next morning. Mm-hmm.
Kevin calls out the trap. It wasn't about change or growth. It was about fueling outrage.
Not even a full 24 hours to glow in the glory of Kevin Hart is hosting this year's Oscars. And when it happened, my first thought is I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna ignore it because it's 10 years old. This is stuff I've addressed. I've talked about this. This isn't new. I've addressed it. I've apologized for it. I'm not gonna pay it any mind. Because when you feed into that stuff, you only add more fuel to the fire.
Right.
I'm not gonna leave it alone. Another day goes by, the fuel is growing. This fire is angry. It's all over the place. Now the headlines are starting to change. The headlines are Kevin Hart refuses to apologize for homophobic tweets from the past. The word again was left out. Everybody took those headlines and started to run with it. So now the slander on my name is all homophobia. Now I'm a little upset. I'm a little upset because I know who I am. I know I don't have a homophobic bone in my body.
But Kevin doesn't just take shots at cancel culture. He also flips the script on how celebrities handle the media.
That has evolved for the better, and I can say in doing so, it's a high level of respect and just understanding for your world of want in the space of media, the conversations that we've had, and understanding your direction and me being able to give you information. I hate to use the word advice because it's not advice, it's information. It's just things that I know that could help you or that could assist, and you just find out that it's something that doesn't happen that often in this business. People don't lend out the helping hand as much as they possibly should. So in this case,
he acknowledges the disconnect between celebs and black media outlets, one side seeing slander, the other seeing ignored opportunities.
Or disconnect between some celebrities and some of our blogs that are ran by our own. I think the disconnect is like, yo, we look at it as slander, or this is going to drag us, or that's what you guys are about. And in return, you're looking at it as, well, we want the opportunities to get some of these interviews, and we feel like we're looked over at times, but we're journalists and we're media too. And when we had that conversation, you made good points. As far as some of the red carpet events, and you were like, yo, we had a presence there. There's times where we feel like you didn't give us time, Kevin. I'm like, yeah, but to give you time, I felt like you guys would have asked, the questions about stuff that had no.
Beyond clapbacks and cancel culture, Kevin also drops gems on personal growth.
I found out that your worst enemy is you and your ability to stay true to the thing that you want to do. If you lie to yourself and cheat yourself, well, then you're not fooling anybody but yourself. But if you actually get up every day and you got that action and you got that energy that's like, I have to go and do this because I'm trying to get here. And every day you're working towards that, well, you're going to get there. It may take you longer. Some may do it shorter, but you're not going to lose. Right. So I got addicted to winning. And I found that you can win more when you surround yourself.
And sometimes Kevin shows us the comedy in realizing when your money isn't quite there yet. From calling out cancel culture to clowning on everyday life, Kevin Hart proves one thing: laughter hits harder than outrage. If you're loving these moments, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more laughs.